comments that are defamatory, racist, and negative. I am a Puerto Rican woman who lives in Humboldt Park, within 1 block from Tipsy Cake. I have lived in Humboldt Park all of my life, choosing to also raise my child here. And my perception, like most residents of this community, is completely the opposite of that of Naomi Levine, the owner of Tipsy Cake. How does someone open a business in a community without an interest in learning about it? Clearly, there are some lessons to be learned. The business and owner reflect the common occurrence of people coming to this community knowing nothing about its history, people, and culture, and not wanting to learn about it either. This also serves as an example of how gentrification, which we are consciously struggling against, unfolds within a community. But we know that Humboldt Park and Paseo Boricua can boast about its triumphs and accomplishments. These include the naming earlier this month of the Institute of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture as a museum in the park. At par with the Field Museum, the Art Institute, and the DuSable Museum. The 40th anniversary of Dr. Pedro Albizu Campos High School, serving generations of young people and housing 1 in 4 rooftop greenhouses in the city and the only hydroponically based greenhouse. Vida Sida, which offers free STI testing and counseling and is set to open the first LGBTQ youth homeless shelter in Humboldt Park. We have a plethora of youth spaces and programs such as Bate Urbano, the Boys and Girls Club, Build, Youth Service Project, and many, many more. We have some of the best attended annual celebrations in any community in Chicago, including Haunted Paseo Boricua on Halloween, Fiesta Boricua, which attracts over 200,000 people, the Puerto Rican People's Parade and Festival, Three Kings Parade, and the annual Paseo Boricua Paranda. All this takes place every year with no or little violence, especially in comparison to other festivities in Chicago. We have also built 2 of the most beautiful buildings one can see in any community in this country. Teresa Roldan Paseo Boricua Apartments and La Estancia, which are both aesthetically pleasing and reflect the rich heritage of the Humboldt Park community residents. Humboldt Park and Paseo Boricua, throughout its long and rich history, has always taken the immense responsibility to confront every and all issues that affect this community. Humboldt Park and Paseo Boricua truly embodies an actualized community with dignity and determination. This goes to show that we build organic and viable alternatives that do not result in the criminalization or displacement of community residents and businesses. The comments posited by Naomi Levine are based on a false premise of Humboldt Park. She represents one of the symptoms of gentrification. In response, this community has risen to the momentous occasion to defend our name and all that we have created. We must continue to enact a daily vigilance to continue to construct a vibrant and sustainable community that we all know is true, the true spirit of Humboldt Park and Paseo Boricua. Now I'd like to introduce our alderman, Roberto Maldonado.
Good morning to all of you, and thank you so much for responding to this call to this press conference. We are joined here not only by people from the community, but also from the business community of Humboldt Park. We are extremely upset. We are extremely baffled by the comments that what appears to Mrs. Levine, there were sarcastic comments, inflammatories about Humboldt Park and the place of her business. It is good enough for her to make the claim that she was forced to move her business for the safety of her clients, but she did not think about her employees because she kept her factory right there.
That's right. Good point.
You know, when somebody said that she was tired of listening and watching how her cakes were being cracked as a result of the bullets coming through her windows, I mean, I was baffled by that and I was concerned. I did call the police and I asked for a report. How many calls from 911 have you received from California Street as a result of shootings on the strip? 2 in the last 6 months. 2. in the last 6 months. One call came out of this place. I mean, to me, that is uncalled for her to make those inflammatory comments that many of us can construe as racist.
Yes.
For a business person to come here, make a living for the last 7, 8 years, and now we're not good enough for her business.
Good point.
That's
right.
We have tried very hard to fight the stereotyping about Humboldt Park for the last 20, 25 years. We don't need individuals like Ms. Levine to keep perpetuating those stereotypes. We have the business community here who has tried so hard to revitalize our commercial strips in Humboldt Park, and we don't need Ms. Levine to try to undo what we have so hard fight for. You know, I have to tell you that I was concerned about the comments she made. And I sent from my office one of my staff to each one of the CAPS meetings that touch my ward. And the only comment that we have heard about Tipsy Cake or her concerns about Tipsy Cake from my staff, according to the way that she reported to me at the CAPS meeting, was a concern and a complaint against Tipsy Cake, that it was a heaven for rats behind the alley. Now, if this was a heaven of violence or for violence for her business, how come she never went to any of the CAPS meetings?
That's right.
If she experienced so many shootings through her windows for so many years, how come she never called 911 beyond that one time that she did in the last 6 months? It is wrong. It is wrong, and we should not condemn that kind of reactions and behavior.
Alderman, can we please follow up, because you mentioned some things. We just want to.
You have to wait until the other people speak. Now, who's next?
There are several business owners that have embraced this community, and we have some here. We have Jose Allende from Coco's Restaurant.
My name is Jose Allende. I own Coco Restaurant. Last name is Allende. I've been open for 9 years. Actually, tomorrow is my 9th year anniversary. I've actually done business with Tipsy Cake, and when my first year, and actually that lasted about a month. It's a shame that, as Alderman Roberto Maldonado mentioned, you do business here in this community for 7 years and say those comments. It doesn't make sense. So how long is she going to do business in that other business and then go to Michigan Avenue and talk bad about that neighborhood? So that's all I got to say, but it's very disappointing to go ahead and struggle for 9 years to have that happen. And you know, Humboldt Park is a great community. And a big
I'd also like to introduce Alderman Joe Parker of the First Ward.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, when neighborhoods come together is when neighborhoods succeed.
That's right.
And the diversity of our neighborhoods is our strength, not our weakness. I always tell people that. And to have comments like this that don't help move our community forward is not only just irritating, but it's disgusting.
Yes.
And so if Tipsy Cake would like to be a part of our community, we would like to welcome them. We'd like them to apologize. And we'd like them to come and help our community move forward like so many of our businesses do. This is the exception. This is the exception. Most of our community owners, like Jose that was here, are here helping our community and supporting our community. And for have these comments as a joke is an insult. It's an insult to this community and all of our communities in the First Ward. I won't tolerate it, and the community won't tolerate it. So join me. If you want good baked goods, go to Alliance Bakery on Division Street. If you want good baked goods, go to Bleeding Heart to Rosers on North Avenue. If you want good baked goods, go to Café Colao on Division. And if you want run by an Hispanic family over on Chicago Avenue until Tipsy Cake says they're sorry. Thank you.
We have a few other business owners that have also embraced this community. We have Gino Pataglia from the California Clippers.
Thank you. I've been part of this community for the last 12 years as a business owner and also as a property owner, commercial property and apartments, just a couple of doors south of here. And last name B-A-T-T-A-G-L-I-A. This has been a great neighborhood for us.
Yep.
We love the diversity. We get people from all over to come to this area. This is really a complete shock to myself and my wife, because we've never had experiences like this in our business. Our tenants, the coffee shop here, Knockbox, Rootstock, that has a wine bar here, has an outdoor cafe on the sidewalk during the summer, and they never experienced these problems. You know, I don't know where it's coming from. I think she lacks credibility.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mr. Battaglia, what was the business?
No, can you
owned?
please?
Oh, I just wanted to
Next,
clarify.
we have another
this
business owner, Jesse Sierra.
California Clippers.
California Clippers.
I own several Latino restaurants, and I've been in the community and business for 29 years. Ms. Levine, we have a great community, and we have a Chamber of Commerce in the area that maybe if you would join the Chamber of Commerce and learn more about the community and its people, you know, they can embrace you and help you with the problems that you're going through instead of backstabbing us the way that you're doing.
That's right.
You know, we don't need that, and we're here to help. If you got a problem, we're here to help. But you know, don't backstab our community like this. You know, we work very hard for our money. We're here sticking it out. For 29 years, we've been in the community, and we're part of the establishments in the area. So if we've been here for 29 years and the other business people been here for 29 years, you know, you could do the same thing too, but don't stab us this way. You know, we work very hard, you know, to maintain our reputation and our dignity in the community.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Lastly, I'd like to bring up Ray Figueroa.
Yes, sir. Uh-oh.
You know, we have been fighting gangs and drugs in our community for a long time. And the vast majority of people in our community are hardworking, very hardworking individuals that do understand how it is to get out here and work. And to have a person to go ahead and tell these hardworking individuals that they are crack selling and that they are out here with a whole lot of dishonesty and disarray, well, it's disheartening to a lot of those hardworking people. And she must know, and it comes, let me tell you, that for her to go ahead and say those kinds of things is deeper than skin. It comes from the heart, her heart. And we need to let her know that we're not going to take this. And she needs to apologize to the community.
Español, ok. Estamos aquí en esta tarde para realmente denunciar los planteamientos de la dueña de Tipsy Cake, la señora Levine. En un video de YouTube, ella dijo que ella estaba cansada de que los balazos atravesaran la vitrina de su negocio y por tanto ella decidió mover su tienda para el área de Bucktown y dejar su fábrica aquí. Y si ella le preocupaba tanto la seguridad de sus clientes, ¿por qué es que no protegió la seguridad de sus empleados y movió también la fábrica desde este lugar? Cuando yo vi este video, a mí me preocupó porque posiblemente habían alegaciones que fueran acertadas. Y obviamente le pedí al departamento de la policía que me diera un reporte del número de llamadas al 911 que habían ocurrido en esta calle a consecuencia de querellas de balazos en esta área. Solamente 2 en los últimos 6 meses realmente fueron querellas a consecuencia de quejas de balazos. Una de ellas llamadas vino de este establecimiento, el 1043 al norte de la California. De esa experiencia de 6 meses, a ella hacer esta aseveración como la hizo, con la magnitud y, el tono inflamatorio con la cual hizo estas declaraciones, es ofensivo para los residentes de Humboldt Park, es ofensivo para la comunidad empresarial de Humboldt Park, y es por eso que le estamos exigiendo a esta negociante que se disculpe públicamente de las aseveraciones que hizo, puesto que no tienen base empírica ninguna. Gracias.
You mentioned that there was only one call to 911. Is that only in the last 6 months?
2 calls.
No, but from her.
One of the 2 calls came from this address.
But that's only in the 6-month period.
The last
correct?
6 months, exactly.
And has she ever contacted your office?
Absolutely not. Now you will think that if you're concerned about shootings, she will go to the CAPS.
Exactly.
I have had a permanent staff that attend each one of our CAPS meetings in the area. So does Alderman Moreno. And in no time did she ever send a staff, or she came to any of the CAPS meetings to make those allegations, to express those complaints to the police. And so what is offensive is that she made these remarks thinking that she's being cute, but what she's doing is offending a community that has embraced her so that she can make a living.
Right.
That she's
This is a community where you can receive federal aid and city dollars if you decide to open up a business, if you're a minority, if you're a woman. Do you know if she's received any government aid to locate this business here?
No, absolutely not. No, I don't. ¿Perdón? Bueno, el siguiente paso es que hay un llamado a un boicot de este negocio para que ninguna persona que reside en Humboldt Park o aquellos amigos de Humboldt Park patrocinen este negocio por no merecerse el patrocinio de nosotros. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good work.
Yeah. We also have, tenemos con nosotros el presidente del comité de la parada puertorriqueña, Tito Medina.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
La verdad, yo vivo en la comunidad más o menos como por 50 años, y esto es una falta de respeto para la comunidad puertorriqueña. Y como dijeron ellos, tenemos otra bakery, Grocer Bakery, Café Colado, vamos a auspiciarlo. Gente así no se pueden auspiciar. La comunidad, yo creo que cuando la comunidad más unida está, la comunidad de Humboldt Park. Gracias al señor Roberto Maldonado, al señor José López y la comunidad, gente de la comunidad, estamos unidos, cuando más están unidos, y que personas así vengan con, perdonando la palabra, estupideces así, eso no lo vamos a tolerar.
Ahí está.
Como el señor Roberto Maldonado dijo, cuando menos violencia hay en Humboldt Park, en el Paseo Boricua, cuando menos violencia hay, porque yo soy testigo de esto, porque yo estoy pendiente a la comunidad y quiero que esto se arregle aquí, y gracias a Dios lo hemos arreglado y vamos adelante, pero con gente así no podemos.
Exactamente.
Esto es un mal ejemplo, especialmente para la juventud puertorriqueña, ¿ok? Es un mal ejemplo esto. Tenemos que eliminar a esta señora. Muchas gracias.
Okay.
Alderman, can we ask another question, please? Up at the microphones. And I mean this with all due respect. Are you saying that there are no problems in your neighborhood with crack?
I have never said that. Did you hear
Nobody
me
has
saying
said
that?
that.
We are not saying that there are no problems. Like there are, like, am I saying that there are no problems in Bucktown? I mean, in the last month and a half, you know that there's been 18 robberies against women.
That's right.
Walking towards
That's
the
right.
bus stop,
That's right.
going to work. How many of them occurred in this area? 3. How many of them occurred in Bucktown and Wicked Park? 15. So when you make,
That's right.
you make your comments with your empirical data supporting what you make.
But I think also, I mean, I'm, as the alderman this side, and we get, you know, Alderman Model over there. It's not that there aren't problems in our community. There are. Are you going to be part of the? Are you going to be part of the problem?
That's
Are you
right.
gonna be part of the solution?
This
You know, we have challenges every day, and
That's
as
right.
the community moves forward, and the community activists and the groups work with the aldermen to move the community forward. We don't need people trying to pull us back.
Exactly.
We don't need people insulting our communities, whether you're Puerto Rican or Mexican or non-Hispanic. We don't need the insult, period. So are you part of the problem or are you part of the solution?
That's right. That's right.
I'm wondering how, wait for the applause to that end, how this came to light. This is kind of an obscure blog, kind of a video cast.
Well,
you know,
no,
was there, I'm just wondering, was there maybe an employee
Sure.
who saw this was upset, or was it somebody was a customer of this City Soul place?
We're smart. We're smart.
Well, as you know, social media has become very, very effective means of communication. So as soon as something is posted, like she did in her own Facebook, she thought that she was being cute, maybe. She thought that she was making a statement that maybe she believes. And she thought that it was not going to have the repercussions that it has had on her. And so people started to respond to that YouTube video that they saw in her Facebook.
On her Facebook.
On her Facebook.
Ah, okay.
In less than 24 hours, she had removed the YouTube from her Facebook because of all the negative comments she was making, people were making about her posting that on her Facebook.
When was
and
it
so
out?
by that
Yesterday.
time, I mean, that YouTube had proliferated throughout the throughout
downloaded.
all the users.
Well, and when was that? When
3 days ago.
That was just 3 days ago?
Alderman, have either of you spoken to her or reached out to her?
She's hiding.
I have reached, my office has reached out to her office, and we haven't had a response yet. But I think it's important too that YouTube video, the original, it was edited. So they didn't just film it and say, oh my gosh, we didn't see this. If you notice on the YouTube, they took some things out. Perhaps someone messed up a word. So they had the opportunity to say, look, you didn't say some things that were you insulted the community, and they left it in there. That YouTube video, watch it. It's edited. It's edited. So they had a chance to edit those remarks, and they didn't feel it necessary, and now they're paying the consequences.
Well,
Do you
know,
think
the fact that she removed the video from her Facebook, it tells you that she regrets having put that up because it did not come out the way that she thought it was going to come out.
Do you hold City Soul, the owner of City Soul, who posted this originally?
No,
do you
we
hold them
cannot do that.
responsible?
You know, we have to hold account. Should I hold you accountable for every time that you discover or interview somebody that make an allegation or a statement that is incorrect? I cannot hold you accountable for that.
But he
Right?
was
You were the
joking. He was
newsmaker,
joking
right?
with her about
Now,
the crack.
if the person that makes those remarks, that's the person that we need to hold accountable.
Yeah, he was joking with her a little on the video about.
Excuse me?
He was on the video that I saw.
Yeah.
He was joking with her though, and maybe he thought it was funny too. I don't know if anyone's.
Okay, but you know, this is her business, and she was talking about her business.
Okay.
I didn't see the YouTube video. Can somebody just explain?
Well, after you do your homework,
If you
then.
give, if you give her,
If you could just give me a synopsis of what.
yeah.
What it was.
You got 5 minutes?
Has been definition and sent out here.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
that'll
turn
be
on
the
your
easiest
phone.
thing to do is I can just forward, I can get your information, I'll forward it to you. But if there aren't any questions, I would like to thank everyone for coming here. We're asking
Your name?
Juanita Garcia, Juanita Garcia, Garc with an accent on the I. And we're asking for a boycott of Tipsy Cake throughout the whole city of Chicago. So we're asking for everyone to boycott all their products.
Yeah.